We are leaving the hostel and we're going to get some more money out, get some supplies, get some food, and then head to the Kyrgyzstan border. We apologise, there was no footage yesterday. We didn't do anything, apart from feel sorry for ourselves.
And watch Leeds get beat.
Yeah, Daniel watched Leeds get beat. How was that?
Well,
good.
We managed to find a stream until the second half, and it was terrible quality, and we lost, so it's pretty shit.
Today will be better. Daniel's eating kebab for breakfast. It's breakfast because it's the first meal of the day, regardless of the time. These things are true. The current mission is to try and find some tennis balls to stuff our suspension with to protect it a little bit, so Daniel can go 60 miles an hour over the road and not fuck the car. 100. We got tennis balls and food, and now we're following the other team to the border of Kyrgyzstan to a town called Namgan. That was the food we tried to cook last night. A guy came from here this morning and spoke to me at the tent in some like Uzbek. I had no idea what he was saying, but he seemed like he was nice enough. He didn't seem angry. Daniel, do you want to explain to the people why there was no footage from yesterday?
It's because Jimmy was driving.
Why was I driving?
Because I couldn't be asked. Because we were following these and they were going really slow.
Daniel was getting super angry because he had to go the speed limit, so I had to drive. So I couldn't film, so there was no video yesterday. Today will be different. This is Alex.
Hey.
That's Rob. That's Doris.
That is Doris.
What's your team name?
Let's change it. The Ulan Dudes. Let's
Ah, that's clever. We got a phone call from the proprietor of the land asking just who we were, if we were travelling, where we had been, where we're going. We camped on his land and it was very nice of him not to interrupt us. Now we're going to the Kyrgyzstan border. We're potentially leaving the Ulan Dudes behind because they're incredibly slow. On to Kyrgyzstan. We've been looking for the Kyrgyzstan border now for about 2 hours. We went to one, well, we were about to come to this one the first time, and a helpful local was like, no, fair enough. Then we went to try and find another one a little bit further down, and then another helpful local was like, no, you can't do that. So we decided to go to one even further down, and that was a border, it had a legitimate gate. But that one was closed as well. And then they told us, they went on the phone and they said, come here. But that's not a border. We potentially saw a gate a little bit more further down. So we're going to go and see what that is. We ignored about 20 locals that were going, no, no, as we were driving up this road, but we were like, hello.
We were like, you fools, they told us it's open.
But they were right.
Yeah.
Always trust the locals.
Weirdly enough.
That gated thing wasn't a border crossing. Neither is this. Nobody's got a fucking clue how to get out of Uzbekistan.
You reckon we might have to drive like 200 kilometers, like a proper border? It's just like canny dodgy apparently. As well.
Yeah, it's an area that the British government suggests that you do not travel to. I don't know if they say, like...
I don't know if it's yellow or red.
Yeah.
But
it's not green.
It's looking like we might have to go there. It's really hot.
It's so hot.
All the roads are shit.
And
all in all, not a great day.
Yeah.
Got up at like 6 a.m.
yeah.
And
Had
it's
a
now 10.
No, it's past 10. It's 20 to 11.
It's 20 to 11 now. So for 4.5 hours, we've been driving around looking for a border. And we found loads, just none that we can cross.
Because the problem is on the map, the roads continue. Which the road does continue. There's just an enormous fucking barbed wire fence
It's just there.
in between it. Like, that's Kyrgyzstan. You could go and touch it.
Like, I reckon if we got a good enough, like, speed up, we should just get through.
Considering the state of their roads, I don't think they're big on infrastructure, so I think that their fences could be easily driven through.
I mean, it just looks like some old wire, doesn't it?
We're going to go back to the border where there is actual guards and ask them what to do again. We have asked them once and we were like, okay, thanks. Neither of us had any idea what they had just said.
We can't turn around because the road is too tight.
Oh yeah, we have to reverse all the way out this road. We found a border crossing. We asked a police officer and he took 10 minutes to tell us that we have to drive another 100 kilometers to the south region of south region of Uzbekistan to cross the border at Osh. On top of that, our fucking rear suspension's gone again. So we have to drive at currently 15 miles an hour to try and find a mechanic who will weld it back on. There's probably a reason that last guy fixed it for £12. We are on the hunt for a mechanic. We stopped at a service station and some Uzbek man who's
Like a
now...
car service station.
A car service station, yeah. Some Uzbek man has now jumped in our car and is helping us find mechanics. He's over there. He seems like... I don't know.
Doesn't speak any English.
Yeah.
You could say stop.
He said stop. The Uzbek guy found us a mechanic, but it looks sketchy ass.
He's just left now. He's
That's his
Just left.
that's his dungeon.
This is like down some back alley in some tiny town in the middle of nowhere.
But it's a beautiful
It's
day,
like
do you know what I mean? So like, it doesn't feel like we're gonna get murdered.
So it looks like we might make Kyrgyzstan sometime next week.
Aye. On my photo. On my photo. Suspension's fixed at the grand sum of £5.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
We're getting out of here before he realises.
Yeah, that we maybe owe him 200,000, nobody's sure. In Uzbekistan there are all these little police checkpoints, and up until Tashkent we didn't get stopped at any of them. Since Tashkent we've been stopped at every single fucking one. Jake, how many police checkpoints do you reckon we've been stopped at?
5 maybe?
In total. We were stopped at one. I'm not fucking joking. How many 100 meters?
It was probably like 90 seconds ago.
200 meters, 300 meters maybe?
Not far.
We've been pulled over again for our passports and car registration. So Uzbekistan, fucking give a break. Honest to God. I was a little bit raging at the Uzbekistan border guards and cussing and swearing at them. And then when we went out to go and see them, they just fed us melon.
Yeah, we've got loads and loads of melon.
They couldn't have been nicer. Now I feel really bad. We'll try once more to make it to Osh. Hopefully there's no more police barriers. But if there's more melon... We've made it to Kyrgyzstan. After
Finally.
hours and hours and hours of fannying about, we made it. The border, I mean, Daniel made a friend. I didn't enjoy it. They are fucking...
I thought he was trying to steal a tennis ball. He wanted 3 at one point and then he ended up taking none.
It was, I mean, the guy, yeah, he was best pals with Daniel. I thought he was a dick. But we're in Kyrgyzstan, we're going to hammer it. No, we're going to go to a restaurant for some food that the Ulan dudes have been recommended by a local, and then they want to find somewhere to camp. We want to find a hostel to get a shower and potentially go out in Osh. which we think is safe. We have arrived at our hostel in... Where are we?
Osh.
Osh.
On the border in Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, we're in Kyrgyzstan. We went for a meal, it was alright, wasn't bad. Went for a few drinks. We've now checked into a hostel. They didn't have a room for us, but we have now got a conference room with some mats on the floor that cost us like, how many dollars? £4. £4 for a mat on the floor.
£4.50 I think.
Which, to be fair, for a mat on the floor is quite a lot. But
But we got private parking.
yeah, we got secure parking.
We've got Eastern toilets.
We've got Eastern toilets. Daniel is not happy about it.
I've got a bed.
Jake's got a bed.
You did want to secure that, I noticed.
Sneaky.
To,
So we've got that. We're powering ahead onto Bishkek tomorrow. We've had an email from the adventurists, and basically it's quite a long email, but it's saying that there are some teams that have reached the Mongolian border on or after the 8th of August, and after that date the Mongolian border customs people have been told directly from Ulaanbaatar, the capital, to charge teams a refundable deposit for the temporary import of their car. So normally you don't get charged for the temporary import of a car, because if you temporarily import it, you're going to export it as well, it's going to leave the country. But I think by the sounds of it, because last year and previous years teams have illegally left their cars in Mongolia without paying the import tax, this is like a precautionary measure so that you pay the import tax based on the age and size of engine of your vehicle as a deposit when you enter, and you get it refunded as you leave. It has to be paid in cash, and in the email, one of the teams that went to the border said that they had a 15-year-old 1 litre Nissan Micra, and the deposit was $4,864 in cash. We don't have that.
We don't have it. We don't even have half that.
We crossed 2 borders with $0, and the Mongolian border is one of the borders that we are not going to be able to cross with $0. The adventurers have told everybody to not cross the Mongolian border until this is resolved, and they'll keep us updated. The problem is, we are constantly in the middle of fucking nowhere, so we don't have any Wi-Fi, so we can't get any emails, so we're not really going to know if it's been resolved or
Well,
not.
we're going to be in the capital of Kyrgyzstan, which is Bishkek tomorrow. Which we need to stay in at least like a hostel with Wi-Fi. So we'll have Wi-Fi tomorrow, and then we're staying in Almaty or Almaty or whatever, capital of Kazakhstan, and then so we'll have Wi-Fi then. Then after that, we're in the middle of absolutely nowhere, camping.
There's no way for us to know.
So there's no way we're going to find out.
So we're not like, if we go up to the border and they want $5,000 in cash, like
We'll
we
be like,
can't give them that.
no.
Worst comes to worst, we just miss out Mongolia entirely, which would be, I mean,
A bit of a nightmare, a bit shit.
yeah. I mean, you've been looking forward to Mongolia the whole
It
time.
was going to be really good. I was really looking forward to it, but
Hopefully it will get resolved. If it doesn't get resolved, it's unlikely that we will head through Mongolia. I mean, it's not even as if you can scrape together $5,000 in cash. Like, it's not.
But it's going to take us at least 4 days anyway, because we'd have to keep going to the cash point every day.
Yeah.
Get that money.
Yeah. Like, how do they
So-
expect people to have that amount of money in cash?
They basically just don't want Mongolian teams to come.
Apparently, like, alternatively, we could take the stickers off, but I feel like they might still know if there's cars kind of coming at the same kind of
If we rock
date
up
to
in
the
a
same
2001
border.
red Micra,
And
Yeah.
we're British.
and we're British,
Yeah, it's unlikely.
and we've still got sponsorship on the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll hope for the best, and hopefully we'll get an email within the next 2 days that we do have Wi-Fi, and
Everything will be fine.
everything will be fine. But if it's not, this has been quite a light-hearted update, but this is a huge fucking spanner in the works.
Yeah, no, this is like the spanner.
I don't think yeah. We'll keep you posted. But for now, that is the end of today. We may or may not make it to Bishkek tomorrow. We'll let you know and hopefully we find out whether or not we can go to Mongolia in the next 2 days. And we'll see you tomorrow. My arm's getting really sore. I've been holding this up for 7 minutes. I'm gonna
find out what happens on Team Khanye West take on the Mongol Rally 2016.
Stop. Hashtag.